Hi, my name is Amanda. Welcome to my channel. I've been looking forward to doing this video since I started project panning because this was my first year project panning and I have learned so much, and I just can't wait to go ahead and just show you all of the makeup that I went through. My original goal was to show everything, but come on, all the skincare, the perfume, everything, it just kind of overflowed. And it needed to be tossed. There was no way that I could go ahead and keep everything. But I did go ahead and keep all of the makeup, at least the best of my knowledge. This is all the makeup. I'm sure we've all misplaced one or two things along the way and we just simply don't remember. But this is the best thing that I could do. All my stuff. I have one of these boxes right here that you get at IKEA. It's one of the large boxes and it was completely full before I started to place it all in front of me. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in because this video is going to be long enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go through the makeup and then by category, and then at the end I am going to do samples, the foil samples. So I went through 10 foundations. I went through an It Cosmetics CC cream. I love this. And this Ulta Demi Matte foundation. I hate this. 2 of the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 and 820 Creamy Natural. I went through another one of the It Cosmetics CC creams. This one was in medium, just one of the small guys, and a Makeup Forever Ultra HD. If I'm not saying I would purchase it or anything like that again, then, well, it wasn't good enough. This right here is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. I like this. I wouldn't mind trying other foundations in their line. And then before they changed their formula, I used to use this all the time. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I have 2 of them in 120. And I've got my Holy Grail foundation, and it is 3 of the MAC Studio Fix Fluids, and they're all 3 in NW15. I'm sorry, I actually went through 11 foundations. This is the Bare Minerals in Original, and I was not a fan of this at all. Now, to go into powders, I finished 5 powders. This is the MAC Trolls powder, and this is the in Glow Writer. It's a beauty powder, so I did finish that. I finished a Rimmel Stay Matte, and this one is in 004 Sandstorm. Love this. I went through the Wet n Wild mattifying powder, Take on the Day. Would not purchase that, went through that too quick. And then I went through a little guy of the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and I went through another one. This one is 0.05 ounces, so it's sort of like an in-between size. The next is setting sprays, and I went through 9 setting sprays. I went through 4 of the Ulta Beauty Matte Makeup Setting Sprays. So I love this right here. I missed this. I can't wait until it's actually here at my house again. I went through the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. I would purchase that again. And I went through 2 of these Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mists. I would not purchase these because they're so expensive, but I really hope Sephora keeps sending them because I love it. This right here is the L'Oreal Infallible Makeup Extender Setting Spray. I would not purchase this simply because the Ulta spray is better and you usually can get it on sale much cheaper. And then one that I absolutely hated was the Coola Makeup Setting Spray with green tea and aloe. I do like the fact that it has SPF of 30, so if I'm on vacation or something, I probably would suffer through it, but this burns. And I remember it burning. It was just not good at all, and it smelled, and just no. I don't know what you would call this, if you would call this a setting spray, a finishing spray, a eyeshadow foil thingy. I used it all for everything. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This is the 3.4 ounces. I would never purchase this again, so I'm so glad that I used this up. I just don't know what you would call it. Either way, no matter what you want to call it, it's gone. Next one is going to be mascaras. I went through 14 mascaras. I went through 2 of the full size of the Benefit They're Real mascaras and 4 of the deluxe sizes. This one is my favorite drugstore mascara, and in a pinch I would buy this if I had to. This is the Wet n Wild Max Volume Mascara. I did not like this one. This is the Benefit Roller Lash. Don't like this at all. Would never even, if I got it, I would not even use it. I would send it to someone else. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I do like this one. And then I went through 4 of the little MAC mascaras, and I didn't like any of them. This is the Zoom Lash, False Lashes, Upward Lash, and an Extreme Dimension Lash. Yeah, I didn't like any of them at all. And I went through this last one. This is the little guy of the Urban Decay Troublemaker, and I did like this one. I don't know if I liked it more than the Benefit They're Real, but I wouldn't be against buying it if it was on sale or something and I needed mascara. And I also went through 2 lash primers, which is something that I never buy, so I would never buy these. This one is from Tarte and this one is from Lancome. They were fine, I guess. I don't really see the point in them, so maybe they worked, maybe they didn't. I don't really know. Here is an additional mascara. Whoops. This is the Dior Show Mascara. I really did like this, but I would not purchase this simply because it is more expensive than the Benefit They're Real Matte. I went through 3 eyeshadow primers. 2 of them were the full size. This is the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer Potion, the Ulta Beauty Tinted Eye Primer in Champagne, and this little guy is the Ulta Eye Primer in Nude Matte. Next is highlighters, liquid and creams, and I went through 5 of those. I went through the full size of the Cover FX in Bubbly, and this Bobbi Brown Long Wear Cream Shadow Stick, and I use that as a base for highlighters. And then this Laura Mercier one in Rose Gold, and this Trustique one, and then the Benefit High Beam. I know it looks like there's stuff in there, but I got all that I could out of this little sample thing. I have a problem with these little sample things. I don't like this. I don't like the packaging for this. And I know that this doesn't count towards this, but I did use up a NYX shadow stick in Milk, and I use this as an eyeshadow base, which I did also use sometimes with these other ones as well. Next is powder highlighters, and I went through this Becca one, and this was in Moonstone, just the deluxe size sample. And then I went through a full size of the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. Next is blushes. The first blush that I went through is this one in True. This is the Bare Minerals All Over Face color in True, and I really like these. I have a couple more in my collection, just different shades. And then I went through 2 of the deluxe sizes of the Laura Geller Baked and Brighten blushes in Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. That's one, and that's one. I also went through 2 makeup sponges. I know that I went through another one, but this is what I have. This is a little sample of the MAC Under Eye Setting Powder that I went through, and I did not like it, so I would not purchase it. Next are face primers, and I went through 18 face primers, and I know that seems like a lot, but most of them were deluxe size samples. I went through 10 of these MAC Prep and Primes. They're just the 0.2 ounces. So yeah, that's a lot of primer right there that I didn't even have to pay for, which is crazy. And I went through 2 of the MAC strobe creams that I used as a face primer, and these are nice. These are also 0.2 ounces. This is the Cover FX Illuminating Primer. I did not like that. And then 2 of the little mini guys of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. They're both 0.25 ounces. Oh, and here's another MAC Prep and Prime. This is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiance. I hated this. And then there is the NYX Angel Veil. This is the full size, so that's the only full size one that I finished this year. Next is lip liners. I went through 5 of them and I no longer have any more. I know this one is by Revolution, and I know a few of these are NYX. So, and a couple of them were from my BoxyCharm that I used to get. So yeah, no more lip liners in my collection. I went through 2 lip balms, and I don't like lip balms, but I still have some in my collection. And then this e.l.f. lip exfoliator, I definitely would purchase this again. Next are lipsticks. I went through a whopping 22 lipsticks this year, and 9 of those are liquid lipsticks. I'm stunned, and I'm going to show you which ones I went through. I went through 5 of the MAC lipsticks, 2 of them which were scary. Went through Velvet Teddy, Pink Plaid, Evening Buzz is a definitely new, Flatter Me Fierce, and Sandy B, which is another one I wouldn't, but Velvet Teddy, yes, I definitely would, but 5 of these. This is the Marc Jacobs birthday gift, I think this was, and this is in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. 2 of the Urban Decay Revolution lipsticks. This one was in Naked, and this is an F-Bomb. 2 of the Revlon Color Burst matte bombs. This one is in Standout, and this one is in Sultry. Would never purchase those. Did not like this one, but this is the Smashbox LA Lights blendable lip and cheek color in Beverly Hills Blush. This is the birthday gift from Sephora, the NARS Cruella. This right here was Nude Sticks. I forget what shade this was called, but I can't even get it out of the packaging. Now, as far as the liquid lipsticks go, I went through full size of the MAC liquid lipstick, and this was in To Matte With Love. Never again, worst liquid lipsticks I think I've ever tried. This right here is one of the Smashbox liquid lipsticks, the deluxe size, and I believe that this one is called Driver's Seat. I went through 5 of the deluxe size Stila liquid lipsticks. This one is in Bella. You have Baca or Bacha maybe. And this one is in Beso right here. And this is in Robino right here. And I believe this one was Patina. I went through 2 of the full size of the Stila liquid lipsticks. And this one, this purple one right here is in Como. And this one is in Baki or Bachi, which is my favorite. If you guys have stayed with me so far throughout this whole video, I stinking love you. I stinking love you. Big hugs, because we're not done. I went through 2 of the liquid eyeliners, and this was the Urban Decay Razor Shock liquid eyeliners, and this one is in Fireball, and this one is in, I don't know what this one was in. What are you? What are you? I don't remember what you are. But I went through both of these. I hated these, so I'm so glad that these are gone. I went through 12 eyeliners. 12. Most of these are Urban Decay that I've had in my collection. There's Marc Jacobs. There's the Estee Edits. Just, this is just nuts. But yeah, most of them were deluxe size, but really, there's not much. There's only a 0.01 difference between the deluxe size and full size, so these might as well just be full size. But I know one or two of them were. But yep, I went through all these eyeliners, so I know that in 2018, I'm not going to have any eyeliners after next year. Now, to get into the fun stuff, the samples. I'm going to save the eyeshadows for last. Hopefully, these are all in some kind of order. I went through 2 card samples of lipsticks and just no. This is the Derma blend thing. No, you never send enough. Stop sending stuff. This is the Amore Pacific cushion. Quit sending me stuff whenever there's not enough product. Stop it. This right here is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I'm not going to throw you because you actually sent enough for me to use. And then I have 4 of the It Cosmetics CC creams. The Laura Mercier Candle Glow. This just, no. Makeup Forever, and the Milk Makeup. You don't send enough. I don't know if your stuff is good. You need to send enough for one full face. Be realistic. Come on, people. Jeez. And now I realize I'm going to have to clean that up. I went through 9 of the Smashbox Photo Finish primers, 3 of the NARS, an Hourglass, Murad, and then Becca. Through 4 of the Professionals. Here is the Urban Decay color correcting fluid. I used every single one of these. I do like this. And I also have this right here, which lasted a really long time. Lasted a couple weeks if I remember right. This is a color corrector in yellow. And then this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and this lasted a while as well. This is the Sephora eyeshadow card, and believe it or not, I really did like this. The mattes lasted a whole lot longer than the shimmers. I would not be against trying other matte Sephora shadows at some point when I'm 50. Next is the really fun stuff. The ones that you guys have probably been waiting on, the eyeshadows. I'm just going to get into it. This one right here is the Lemongrass Sheer Minerals eyeshadow. I just kept the lid because, you know, less space. And this one was in Dazzle. It was really, really pretty. It was a loose shadow. And then I've got these 2 right here. I know one of these was a MAC pigment. I'm not sure what the other one was. I don't remember. And this is the only one that I have. But I know that I finished other ones. This right here is the Darling Girl Roller Coaster Decapitation Soft Focus Blush, but I did use this as an eyeshadow, and I know I used a couple more. I also used up 3 of the Darling Girl Spectral Shifts. This is Lemonade and Smarties and Double Bubble. And then I used 2 of the singles of Urban Decay. This right here was in Fireball. And I used this as a face highlight and an eyeshadow. So I kind of just multitask that. And this was the Urban Decay Moonstone or Moon Dust in Solstice. And that's gone. This right here is my Urban Decay Ammo palette. And that's completely done. Ignore Oil Slick. Oil Slick right there. Doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Not in my world. And then the crowning achievement, actually they're really both an achievement. This is the Urban Decay Naked palette, and I completely finished it. And as you can see, some of them have other colors because I went ahead and pressed them in that, like this one. And then there was a right here there was another one that was by Darling Girl. So yeah, I'm done with that. So I'm so super excited. Hey, that is it. If you stuck with me this whole entire video, let me see. I want you to go over to Jessica's channel, who's Beauty and Baseball, and just say Boogie Woogie. That's all I want you to do. Just go over there and say Boogie Woogie. So I know. Do that on her Pan That Palette intro. Go ahead. Go ahead. I would love to see how many people stuck through this whole entire thing. The value of this will be in the description box below. I know it is a ridiculous amount. I know that it is a lot of makeup. A lot of makeup. Can we say it? A lot of makeup. So I am so proud of myself for this, and I'm hoping that 2018 will be wonderful. You're going to want to go ahead and stick around for the January empties, because in the January empties, me, Jessica, and Nora, that we are all going to have goals that we're going to set for 2018, and we are going to talk about that just a little bit. So you might want to go ahead and watch that in our empties, because we are crazy. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget Boogie Woogie, and I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like and leave me a comment, and I will see you guys later. Bye.